I want to start the program off today talking a little bit about a word we hear a lot about in the world of health anyway. And this is a word that points to a phenomena that's always lurking behind all degenerative health issues, behind all chronic degenerative disease, which makes up about 80% of our healthcare costs, and that is the word inflammation. When I talk about all disease, by the way, I mean all disease. Behind every single chronic degenerative health issue, whether you're talking something as simple as acne pimples or something as serious as cancer or heart disease, you will always find this phenomena, the phenomena of inflammation, no matter what we're dealing with. So doesn't it make sense to understand what this thing is about? Even if we just want to keep accelerated aging at bay, even if we just are interested in keeping our wrinkles and our fine lines and hyperpigmentation off of our face, even if we just want to keep our skin tone and color even for appearance's sake, we have to understand the inflammatory process. Yesterday, an article showed up in the journal Stem Cell linking inflammation to colon cancer. According to researchers from Duke, chronic inflammation in the gut increases colon cancer by up to 500%. Diabetes, we all think of that as a blood sugar issue, which it is. Diabetes exerts much of its health-destroying effects via inflammation. Heart disease, that's not a cholesterol issue, folks. That's an inflammatory issue. Skin diseases, eczema, psoriasis, acne, inflammatory issues. Autoimmune disease, inflammatory issues. So given this intimate connection between inflammation and chronic disease, doesn't it make sense to understand what this thing is that we call inflammation and how to work with it? Well, the most important point to recognize about inflammation and the take-home message that inflammation delivers is the body is being attacked. Inflammation is a defensive response. It's the body's response to attack. It's kind of like the airbag in your car. Just like the airbag in your car can save your life, inflammation is one of the body's survival strategies. Inflammation keeps us alive in case of attack, whether the attack is a splinter that gets through our skin into our blood, or whether that attack is some food that we're eating chronically that's leaking through the broken down digestive tract into the blood. These are the main sources of attack, things that get in either through the skin or through the digestive tract or sometimes through the respiratory tract into the blood. Distorted and defective and broken down cells. Damaged cells can also initiate an inflammatory defensive response, and so can a deficiency in the mighty 90 essential nutrients. Yes, this is how deficiencies, mighty 90 essential nutrient deficiencies, exert their deleterious negative effects on the body. They cause inflammation. Deficiencies in the mighty 90 essential nutrients accelerate inflammation, enhance the inflammatory response, and the main way to reduce the inflammation that's associated with these deficiencies is to make sure that you're supplementing. The trick to dealing with inflammation is to keep the invaders out and make sure that your body is strong. Build up the digestive lining, change the way you eat, and get on the mighty 90 essential nutrients. There's so much misunderstanding about nutritional supplementation, and the only way that this can exist, the only way we can be so confused about nutrition and nutritional supplementation is because we're in this hypnotic trance. We're in a hypnotic trance from the medical model that wants us to believe we don't need to supplement nutritionally. We're in a hypnotic trance from all kinds of formula makers that want us to think that their formulas are the best. But the fact of the matter is there are 90 nutrients, 90 essential nutrients, which means that you gotta have them. They're like air, they're like water, they're like love. We can't exist without water and air and love and the mighty 90 essential nutrients. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. She was asking me about the mighty 90 for her brother. She wanted to know if her brother, who's on a couple of particularly toxic pharmaceuticals, a beta blocker for his heart and something called an alpha blocker for his prostate, she wanted to know if the mighty 90 essential nutrients would interfere with her drugs or with her brother's drugs. And I get this question a lot as a pharmacist. There's always this idea that our nutrients are going to interfere with our drugs. Now, keeping in mind that prescription drugs are poisons, they may be necessary occasionally, rarely, but they're poisons. They shut down parts of the body. A beta blocker shuts down the heart. This is the medical model strategy for protecting the heart, to slow it down. And an alpha blocker shuts down nerves that affect the prostate and the urinary tract, for example. These poison substances, we have this idea somehow that our nutritional supplements will interfere with the poison. So my friend wanted to know if vitamins and minerals, essential fats, amino acids, the mighty 90 essential nutrients would affect the poison. And as she was talking, I got this idea that she probably didn't understand nutrition, that her brother didn't understand nutrition. To ask that question implies that we don't understand nutrients. We're thinking that the nutrients are somehow something extraneous or somehow extra. And by taking them, they'll interfere with our medicines. Folks, nutrition is food for a cell. What we call the mighty 90 essential nutrients are nothing more than the menu that a cell eats from. We have our own particular menu as the owners of the cell, the macro versions of the cell, and a cell has its own menu it likes to eat from, and that's what we call the mighty 90 essential nutrients. All right, we'll finish this up when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program.
Good liver health is vital to your overall health. Did you know the liver is the largest gland in the body? Generating digestive enzymes, converting fat into fuel, controlling metabolism, regulating cholesterol in the blood, and neutralizing toxins and waste products. Decreased liver function can lead to debilitating diseases. Hepal, a proprietary blend exclusive to Prohoba International, can help support healthy liver function. Hepal is a blend of natural organic pollen extracts, including essential enzymes, botanical glutathione, which is considered to be one of the most powerful antioxidants for detoxifying free radicals and exogenous compounds, superoxide dismutase, and aloe vera, formulated to cleanse and support healthy liver function. If you'd like to have healthy liver function, call your local longevity distributor today, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the health benefits of drinking coffee. Longevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Longevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America. All carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's Immune Plus, a full, robust coffee blend combined with the immune-supporting benefits of echinacea and the full-spectrum daily requirement of vitamins and minerals. Boost your immune system every day with JavaFit's Immune Plus multivitamin coffee. Available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local Longevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Before we went to break, I was telling you about my friend who asked about, will the mighty 90 essential nutrients interfere with her brother's drugs? And short answer is no. They'll make your drugs work better. With some exceptions, vitamin K perhaps if you're on a blood thinner, very few exceptions. Prescription medication, nutritional supplementation will make your prescription drugs work better. Nutritional supplementation will allow you to reduce your dose on your prescription drugs. And there is no time, let me just say this, there is no time when you do not want to be using the essential nutrients, the mighty 90 essential nutrients. And I know doctors will tell you not to take your vitamin E before you go to surgery, not to take your omega-3 fatty acids before you go to surgery. They'll tell you not to eat green leafy vegetables if you're on Coumadin or Eliquis. I'm not buying it, and nor should you. There's no time when the human body does not need its essential nutrients. And the mighty 90 essential nutrients, the Healthy Start Pack, that's the simplest, easiest way to make sure you're getting these basic nutrients that we all need. All right, 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll free. I'm Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Doc, along with Doug Winfrey, my colleague and partner in health. What is going on, Douglas?
Well, great to have you back on the show again. I've got one here. When I saw this story, I thought immediately of you. The headline reads, Tap Your Holiday Stress-Busting Superpower, Breathing.
Yes.
And it's a woman named Dana Santos. She is a yoga instructor and actually works with several professional teams like the Braves and the Phillies and the Rays and the Lightning and the Magic and other pros in every one of the major league sports. And she says the stressful demands on our everyday lives were often left tense and irritable and exhausted. Good news is we're all equipped with a natural superpower to manage stress. Breathing. They say training ourselves to breathe properly and leverage the power of our respiration, we can reverse the negative physiological responses. Breathing also reduces physical tension, promotes mindfulness, helps us rest, and all useful in decreasing stress. It's not fully understood. If not fully understood and properly controlled, your breathing can be used against you because breathing is largely an autonomic activity. Too many people believe they never have to think about it. They say if your posture is poor or you consistently feel stressed, chances are you've fallen into a bad habit of breathing high in your chest rather than fully in your lungs. Isn't a pattern you should leave on autopilot. I said left unchecked. Bad breathing facilitates your stress response. I said if you feel tense and anxious, then the sympathetic fight or flight aspect of your nervous system turns on, quickening your breathing and increasing your heart rate, your blood pressure, and stress hormone production. Uncontrolled, rapid chest-oriented respiration feeds your fight or flight response, and you can actually initiate your sympathetic nervous system even if no other stress factors are present. Looking into the state of breathing-induced stress, he said practicing diaphragmatic breathing that taps your parasympathetic rest and restore nervous system, something I've heard you talk about.
Rest and digest.
Yeah,
yes,
in as little as 90 seconds of functional deep breathing, you can elicit relaxation response that lowers your blood pressure, heart rate, and stress hormone levels. There you go.
How cool is that, Douglas?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
And that's just simply deep breathing. So many times people are saying, "Well, I can't afford to take care of myself. It's too expensive," and blah blah blah. Breathe. Just practice deep breathing. Sit on the couch and practice deep breathing. That reminds me of something very interesting that I was reading about called biofeedback. Have you ever heard this term, biofeedback?
Oh yeah.
Remember, it used to be back in the 70s and 80s. They used to talk about it all the time. I haven't heard.
It's a term for that I recall from way back when.
Yeah, I remember from way back when. I haven't heard it lately. But what biofeedback is monitoring your body, watching, not only monitoring your body, but watching how your actions and your behaviors and your thoughts affect various parts of your body. And you can use this phenomena of biofeedback to see how powerful breathing can be when it comes to modifying or changing biological responses. And one of my favorite things to do is show people how powerful breathing can be to affect blood pressure. Blood pressure lowering drugs are among the deadliest and toxic of all drugs, and that's saying something right there. There's a lot of toxic and deadly drugs, but beta blockers, calcium channel blockers, even something like diuretics, which are supposedly the milder way or the mildest way that you can pharmacologically treat high blood pressure, have really nasty side effects. But something like deep breathing can go a long, long way towards reducing your blood pressure. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Talking about breathing before we went to our break. And I love the concept of breathing for health because it demonstrates how simple and how easy it can be to restore the body back to its God-given state of healing and health and wellness. Something as simple as slow, deep breathing. Doug, you used a word called leverage. You said leverage. I love that word because that means that a little tiny action can give you lots of response, lots of benefit, and breathing provides you with lots and lots of health leverage. This is the idea of breathing for health exploits this idea of biofeedback, which, I don't know, when I was growing up back in the 70s, they used to talk about it all the time, but I haven't heard it mentioned too much lately. Biofeedback is nothing more than watching your body and watching how your behaviors and your actions, becoming aware of how your base behaviors and actions affect your body. And using biofeedback can be a wonderful way to demonstrate how powerful and effective breathing can be for your blood pressure. If you got hypertension, and 80 million Americans do, and God forbid you've been put on a toxic drug like a beta blocker or a calcium channel blocker or a diuretic to control your blood pressure, let me just give you a little tip here. Using biofeedback and breathing can help you lower your blood pressure visibly and dramatically and in short order. Just get yourself a blood pressure cuff, sit on a couch, and practice slow, deep breathing. Actually, take your blood pressure baseline before you breathe, and then take your blood pressure after about 5 minutes of slow, deep breathing, and I guarantee you're going to see that your blood pressure drops. You can also do it by using hot water or a hot tub or a hot shower. Take your blood pressure, go sit in a hot tub or a hot bath or hot shower, and then take your blood pressure again. And once again, by using biofeedback, being aware, participating consciously in how your activities affect your biochemistry and your metabolism, you can see how your actions affect your blood pressure. Likewise with a good nutritional supplement program, magnesium, calcium, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, coenzyme Q10, niacin, B-complex, Beyond Tangy Tangerine, vitamin E. These are all tremendously effective nutritional supplements that can help you lower your blood pressure without drugs, without toxicity, without interfacing with the doctor. And oh, by the way, do you know there's a way, hey Doug, do you know there's a way you can actually use lousy breathing to your benefit? You can actually you can use shallow breathing. You can use rapid breathing, and that kind of breathing you were talking about where people breathe right in the top of their lungs. You can use it for your health benefit, or at least for your benefit. You know, do you ever go on a long road trip and it was night and you were driving and you were just kind of falling asleep and you tried to roll down the window or crank up the music? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Right? You know that feeling? And you know you better not fall asleep because you're driving, but you just can't help yourself. So what you do is you actually use shallow, rapid breathing. And that will, as you said, Doug, in that story, shallow, rapid breathing will activate your stress nervous system, your sympathetic nervous system, and it will make you more alert. It will not, you don't necessarily want to do it for a long period of time, but it's like an instant cup of coffee. You just practice. They call it the breath of fire, where you do quick, rapid breaths just through your nose.
Coffee tastes better, though.
Yeah, well, matter of opinion, but you don't spill anything on your lap when you do it this way. Go like that through your nose really quickly and rapidly. If you just do it for maybe 10 or 15 seconds, you're going to notice that you're more alert and if you're falling asleep, you'll feel more energy and you're not as tired. And that's how you can take advantage of using slow, rapid breathing, or short, rapid breathing, shallow, rapid breathing. But you don't want to do it all the time, obviously, because it does activate the stress nervous system. Also, before you eat is one of the best times to practice slow, deep breathing. It'll activate your stomach juices and help you digest your food better. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. We're going to take a break and come back with you and your phone calls. All right, we're back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program from the Philadelphia Inquirer. This is from last week. Patient shocked as insulin prices climb higher. I guess injectable insulin, price of injectable insulin keeps going up, as all drugs keep going up. You notice drugs never go down. Doug, you ever hear of a price drop in your prescription drugs?
No, what about, wasn't it a Hep C drug that the guy increased it like 5,000% or something?
Yeah, he's in jail, or they arrested him or something.
Well, he was before a Senate committee today, or yesterday, and he basically just thumbed his nose at him.
He basically did, I know. And he's a kid, too. He's only like 30 years old or something. He was in charge of a big drug company. But you know what? It doesn't matter. If you're on a prescription drug, folks, and it's one of those chronic, long-term prescription drugs, please understand it's not helping you. It's masking your symptoms. The price is only going to go up, even if it's via your insurance premiums. And you have this amazing alternative in the world of nutritional supplementation called the Healthy Start Pack that will truly take care of the fundamental causes of the disease process with no side effects, no toxicity, only beneficial effects. And that's the beauty of nutrition. At the end of the day, folks, there's no such thing as a Ritalin deficiency disease or a beta blocker deficiency disease, but there is a whole slew of nutritional supplement diseases, nutritional deficiency diseases, I should say. And that's what we're all about here in the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. If you have questions about nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to wean yourself off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, please give us a call. We can help you change your life today, right away. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll free. I'm Pharmacist Ben along with Doug Winfrey. Who's first on the line? Douglas?
All right, let's head to Las Vegas, Nevada. And Fred, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Fred. What's going on?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you, buddy?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very good, thank you. It's very nice to talk with you.
Same.
I'm calling regarding my 15-year-old daughter.
Okay.
And she has had arthritis since she was 3 or 4.
Okay.
And we actually take her to the hospital of special surgery in New York once or twice a year because she's ANA positive with anti-centromere antibodies.
Okay. That's just medical gibberish. That's just medical gobbledygook, and you don't need to know any of that stuff to reverse your daughter's problem. So here's the thing. When a kid has rheumatoid arthritis, or JRA they call it, juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, it's tragic on the one hand, and it's great news on the other hand. All right? It's tragic because she's young. She should not have to suffer this way. It's great news because once you get to the bottom of it, you're going to add years to her life. You're going to change her life and add years to her life and reduce her risks of degenerative diseases down the road. Because JRA, juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, like all rheumatoid arthritis, is an autoimmune disease which is a food condition, a digestive condition. When you hear the word immune in your health challenge, or if you're taking a drug that works on your immune system, think digestion. This is where the immune system lives. We started the program off by talking about how the inflammatory process is behind all chronic degenerative diseases, which your daughter has. Well, inflammation equals immunity, and immunity equals, for the most part, the digestive system. So you need to start focusing on food, my friend, and the doctors will do you zippo good, unless they're doing what we're talking about here, if they're practicing the medical model by doing your tests, your ANA tests and your anti-centromere, blah, blah, blah. All that's telling you, my friend, is that your immune system's active. You don't need to know any of that to reverse it. All you got to do is see her symptoms, and you'll know she has ANA antibodies and anti-centromere antibodies, blah, blah, blah. Number one, get her on a food diary. Start looking for problem foods. Dairy and gluten are probably two of the biggest ones. She may have a problem with eggs, though. She may have a problem with nightshades, certain vegetables. Don't try to think of good foods, bad foods, as much as thinking what foods are good foods for her and bad foods for her. Although you might want to start off, as I say, with gluten, grains, flour, and dairy. The second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want her to get on the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients, sipping slowly on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, and making sure she's taking those ultimate EFAs, which are powerful, powerful anti-inflammation medicine. Don't go away, Fred. I got more to tell you, okay? Hang tight. All right, we're back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. I'm Pharmacist Ben, along with Doug Winfrey, sitting in for Doc today, talking to Fred in Las Vegas. You there, Fred?
Yes,
Fred.
I am.
All right. So the good news is that your daughter can turn this around really fast, and you're going to add years to your life once you do it. The bad news is she's really young to have to suffer this way. So first and foremost, get a food diary going. Start to follow the link between the food she's eating and her digestive symptoms and her inflammatory symptoms. She'll notice certain foods make her feel worse: dairy, gluten, possibly eggs, nightshade vegetables. But don't focus on the bad foods necessarily. See what the bad foods for her are. Secondly, you want to get her on the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients, especially the omega-3 fats. I'd be doing 9 of those ultimate EFAs a day, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 at night. Make sure she's using her ultimate enzymes with her meals. It wouldn't hurt her to throw in some ultimate selenium. How much does your daughter weigh, approximately?
She weighs about 125 or 30 pounds, and she's almost 5'10", so she's tall.
Okay, she's lean. So get her on maybe 200 to 400 micrograms of the ultimate selenium every day. And last but not least, a couple things actually. The Fucoid Z, wonderful for the immune system. It has anti-inflammatory properties. It will help clear out excessive toxins from foods. This is really important. Food toxins, especially plant toxins, vegetable toxins, which can irritate or exacerbate autoimmune issues, can be flushed out of the body by using the Fucoid Z. So that might be helpful for her. And last but not least, the Biolumin Nightly Essence, stupendously important for intestinal health. And as I said earlier, the health of the intestines is the health of the immune system. As goes the intestine, so goes the immune and inflammatory system in the body. If you follow that protocol, my friend, there's more you can do, of course, but if you follow that protocol, you're going to notice, and your daughter's going to notice, that there is relief, and relief very quickly within 24 to 48 hours of starting this program. Thanks for your call, Fred. Appreciate it, and I hope we helped you out. All right, who's next on the line, Doug?
Let's head to Miami, Florida, and Bob, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, how you doing, Pharmacist Ben?
Doing good. What's going on, man?
We spoke about a month or two ago regarding my wife, Gladys. She had fallen and hurt her neck, and she has basically half of her body on the right side. It's like trembling and shaking a little bit. And her biggest problem, honestly, is high blood pressure and glaucoma in the right eye, and it's getting worse.
Yeah, no, sounds like a degenerating condition. How old is she?
52.
I wouldn't worry about the fall issue. I think she's starting to fall apart biochemically or metabolically. Her chemistry is starting to get thrown off. The glaucoma and the high blood pressure are both indicators that that she's got something wrong with her blood sugar system. Is she gaining weight? Did she notice she's gaining weight or losing weight recently?
She wasn't gaining or losing it. It was glaucoma and high blood pressure.
Both of which are related to the excessive amounts of blood sugar, or so-called dysglycemia. Glaucoma goes hand in hand with diabetes, actually. So does hypertension, for that matter. So first and foremost, I'd be treating your wife as if she's got dysglycemia. I hesitate to say that word because it sounds so awkward, but it simply means messed up blood sugar. Dysglycemia. And I like that better than the word diabetes, which is an official medical diagnosis. Dysglycemia is something that happens to all of us as we get older. Diabetes is a medical diagnosis. You have to reach a critical threshold to be officially a diabetic, but we all have dysglycemia. And especially given her symptomology, it sounds like that's what's happening dramatically with your wife. Glaucoma should not happen. Both of these are indicators of the circulatory, there's problems with the blood sugar, circulation, etc. Number one, get her on the sweeties right away. Start practicing a low sugar, low carb diet. In fact, you might want to look up something called the ketogenic diet, which is a wonderful diet that features protein and fat and not a lot of carbs. Very, very important for people who have diabetes problem, blood sugar problems, or who have circulatory problems. Of course, the Mighty 90, that goes without saying. We talked earlier about breathing. Slowing the body down is very important. Calming the body down, activating the rest and digest nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system can help too. You might want to consider something as simple as drinking more water. That will help dilute the blood sugar. And I find it hard to believe she doesn't have digestive health issues. Usually that goes hand in hand with blood sugar issues. If that is the case, and you know that is the case, make sure she's eliminating problem foods, get her on the Biolumin Nightly Essence and the Ultimate Enzymes, and of course, the Healthy Start Pack. That goes without saying. The Beyond Tangy Tangerine, your Ultimate EFAs, and your Beyond OsteoFX. Sipping slowly on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it, Bob. Hope that helps. Hey, you have something else, man?
Yeah, she actually liked a lot of fried foods. I was listening to another broadcast from Dr. Wallach, and he was mentioning no fried foods or anything like that. I was wondering maybe a cleanse or something might...
She doesn't need a cleanse. No, I'm not a big believer in the cleanse. You know what the best cleanse is? To stop eating, a fast. Do a Swear a V cleanse. That would be the best cleanse, where you don't eat for 2 or 3 days, except every half hour or every hour you do a half a bottle of the Swear a V. Have you tried the Swear a V yet, Bob?
No.
It's awesome. Swear a V, SUEROVIE. You can find out about it on the Longevity website, and it is awesome. You don't have to fast, of course, to use and get benefit from the Swear a V. Swear a V is part of the Beyond Organic line, and in my humble opinion, next to the Longevity products, it's probably, it's my favorite Longevity products. After the Longevity line, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the Healthy Start Pack, the Beyond Organics is awesome. You know, we talk about the cheese periodically. That stuff is amazing. Once you start eating the Beyond Organic cheese, you're not going to want any other cheese. And then the Swear a V and the Amasai are both nice fermented products that make it easy for you to fast, especially the Swear a V. Get on Google or get on the internet and look up the Swear a V cleanse. And if you want to do a cleanse, that's a great way to do it. That's basically a fast where you do just Swear a V, a bottle, every couple hours you do a bottle, full bottle of the Swear a V, 6 bottles in a 12-hour day. Thanks so much, Bob. Hope we helped. And let's get another call in. Doug?
All right, let's head to Utah. And Lee, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Yo, Lee, what's up?
Hi, thank you for taking my call. I just have a question also regarding the arthritis. And can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so my father-in-law had arthritis for, I think, about a couple of months, and he's been on the protocol that with all the vitamins and minerals, the 90 for Life, but he's not getting very much better. Okay. I was just, my question is, I listened to the Dead Doctor Don't Lie CD before, and Dr. Wallach mentioned about people might have to get on the antibiotic to treat the arthritis too because of the mycoplasma. So do you see people resolve the arthritis without that?
The mycoplasma and the antibiotic thing, I'm going to leave that aside for now. But for rheumatoid arthritis, which it sounds like you're talking about here, as we were talking about with our earlier caller, her daughter or his daughter had rheumatoid arthritis, is always first and foremost an immune system condition, and that means digestive health. If you're not getting benefits from a supplement program and you have rheumatoid arthritis, then you have to focus on what is getting into the bloodstream that is activating the inflammation in the immune system, the inflammatory and immune system. And unless you're, I think you said your wife, unless she's like shooting up through her, IV and drugs, mainlining drugs through her skin, it has to be food. Nothing gets into the blood unless you eat it other than what you inject. So if she's not injecting it, she's eating it. And so the way to assess what the problem is, there's a couple things you could do. The first thing is to do a food diary where you write down everything you eat and how you feel an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours after, 5 hours after. Does your symptoms flare up? You'll notice, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, you'll notice certain foods will make your pain worse. And within 4 or 5 hours, you'll notice. Now, you have to notice, and that's why writing things down is so, so important. If you're dealing with rheumatoid arthritis, the first step you're going to take is food. The next thing you got to do is focus on the inflammatory system, and that means your essential fats and the entire Healthy Start pack. Selenium, by the way, also can help, and the Biolumin Nightly Essence can help, and the Ultimate Enzymes can help, taken with meals and also taken on an empty stomach. So what you need to do for rheumatoid arthritis that's not improving is you got to focus on food and how you're processing that food, and then you got to focus on building and strengthening the digestive system, and then, of course, making sure that you're on the Mighty 90 essential nutrients. And as I say, throwing in the Ultimate Enzymes, by taking them on an empty stomach, you can also help resolve some of the pain issues. Worst comes to worst, you got the CM cream and your CM capsules. They'll help you with some of the pain, although they may not help take care of the problem at the causal level. Sometimes just pain relief is good enough, especially if you're dealing with the pain of arthritis, which can be pretty miserable. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. Time to take a break. Okay, we are back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. I'm Pharmacist Ben along with Doug Winfrey. Who's next on the line? Douglas?
All right, let's head to California. And Billy, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Billy.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. What's up, man? How can we help you?
Okay, I developed AFib like 2 years ago, and I'd had it off and on, and then I would take the medication, and then it would stop, and then I developed it all the time, so I took medication like twice a day.
Yep.
That was the medication was flaconide, and that worked. And then it started making me feel really tired, so I stopped taking that. And then I developed AFib persistent all the time. I've had it.
All right, let's take care of your AFib. We'll take care of your. It's easy. AFib is simple to deal with. AFib, for the listeners, is atrial fibrillation. I love the word fibrillation because it tells you exactly what's going on. Your heart, like jello, it vibrates like jello. It fibrillates.
Right.
Sometimes they'll put something on an electrical machine, an electrical contraption on your chest to defibrillate it, to put it back into rhythm. The reason why, and this is so important, you guys, you're not going to hear this from your doctor, okay? AFib, atrial fibrillation, arrhythmias are a sign of a body in distress. They're a sign of toxic blood that is not delivering its nutrients and its oxygen, and blood that is not removing toxicity, the circulatory fluids that are not removing toxins. Your blood's poison, my friend. So what we got to do is got to clean up the blood, and there's lots of ways to do it. At the risk of repeating myself, the main reason the blood gets dirty is from food. So working with food is job number one. In fact, if you really pay close attention, what you'll notice is that you tend to fibrillate or go into arrhythmias after certain foods. And sugar, by the way, is a big-time inducer of fibrillation and arrhythmias. And by that, I mean bread and pasta and cereal and potatoes and anything that breaks down into sugar. So treat yourself like a diabetic. Use more protein, more good fat, and less refined carbohydrates and sugars, etc. Focus on digestive health. Use your Biolumin Nightly Essence. Bone soup, chicken soup with the bones, awesome for the digestive tract. By the way, so is the glucogel caps. So are the Ultimate Enzymes. The Ultimate Enzymes can do double duty for you because they'll help thin your blood a little bit. And by thinning the blood, you'll get more nutrients. It'll be easier for the blood to deliver nutrients and oxygen and remove wastes. Moving your body around is another great strategy. Get on a rebounder. Hang upside down on an inversion device. Do brisk walking up and down the stairs. These are all ways to improve circulation and nutrient delivery. Of course, you're going to get on the Healthy Start Pack. You should do it today. I wouldn't wait a minute. As soon as we hang up the phone, you should be calling up your longevity rep and getting on the Healthy Start Pack, sipping slowly on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, taking 9 of the Ultimate EFA caps, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 at night. And then I'd probably also be using the Sweeties after meals, as well as the Ultimate Selenium. Selenium is amazingly important for the heart, and that's one of Dr. Wallach's, among his many brilliant insights, that's one of them, is the idea that selenium and heart health go hand in hand. Last but not least, please do not underestimate the power of slow, deep breathing for restoring the heart's rhythm. This is very important. In fact, many of the drugs they give you work, or some of the drugs they give you work by helping open up blood vessels. Nitrates in particular work for the heart by opening up blood vessels. Well, guess what? Slow, deep breathing does exactly the same thing, and you could do it from the comfort of your own couch, sitting on the couch. Just practice slow, deep breathing. Hot tubs, hot baths, hot showers are also ways that you can activate the parasympathetic rest and digest nervous system and open up the vasculature, the blood vessels, to help deliver more nutrients, more oxygen, and more drain away more waste via circulatory health. Nobody should ever have to deal with any medical strategies for AFib. It's not fair. It's not honest. It's not in integrity, folks. You know, the drugs they give you for AFib are some of the nastiest drugs ever, the blood thinning drugs. And what's the logic of the blood thinning drugs? It's to deliver more blood to the heart. It's to deliver more nutrition to the heart. It's to deliver more oxygen to the heart. It's to drain away toxins from the heart. These are all the same things that you get from the Healthy Start Pack, from magnesium, from your omega fatty acids, from the Ultimate EFAs, from all the fine products from Longevity, all the Mighty 90 essential nutrients. It's the same things you get by sitting on the couch and slow, deep breathing. It's the same benefits the same things that you get from exercising and moving your body around. So why would you take a prescription drug when you have all these wonderful, healthy options available to you? That's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for listening. I'm Pharmacist Ben, for Doug Winfrey, for Doc, for all the folks at the CBS Radio Network. Have a wonderful, awesome, beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the talk radio program, is a copyrighted production of the ZBS Radio Network. Broadcast of all or part of this program by any station without a valid license from ZBS Radio Associates will result in civil liability for and criminal prosecution of that station under applicable United States federal copyright laws. Broadcast licenses may be obtained by calling the ZBS Radio Network at 831-477-1999.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
So you finally decided to start taking a vitamin supplement. Those chewables and tablets are fine if you don't mind paying for something that is only absorbed about 4 to 6%. However, a liquid supplement can have a 90% absorption rate if you choose the right one. Longevity offers a wide variety of liquid supplements with a 90% absorption rate or more. Beyond Tangy Tangerine may be the best one ever invented. It starts as a liquid, then is freeze-dried like those instant coffees into a crystal. Then all you have to do is add a couple of scoops to water. No refrigeration, no fuss, no mess. Not only do you get a complete multiple vitamin, Beyond Tangy Tangerine also has minerals, and it tastes fantastic. You'll want to drink it all day long. So the next time you reach for a vitamin supplement, reach for Beyond Tangy Tangerine from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
With increasing rates of osteoporosis, it's becoming more and more evident that most Americans have low blood levels of calcium. Some would say,
I get all the calcium I need from dairy products.
Unfortunately, that's just not true. Besides, most dairy products are homogenized and can contain steroids and antibiotics that kill off good bacteria in the digestive system. Not to mention, the human body needs magnesium to make use of dietary calcium. That's why Longevity developed OsteoFX Plus, containing bioavailable plant-derived forms of vitamin D3, calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, and glucosamine sulfate. OsteoFX Plus is formulated to support healthy bones and joints. Not to mention, OsteoFX Plus tastes great, unlike other products that taste like chalk or dirt. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your longevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewable, and besides that, they're not as good as tangy tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about longevity home-based business opportunities. Fish has been thought of as a brain food for eons, but it's not the fish that's key. It's actually the essential fatty acids, EFAs, or omega-3s found in fish, called essential because they're necessary for good health and your body can't make them. So they must be consumed through diet or supplementation. Longevity has developed the perfect supplement in SmartFX, an acronym for Sustained Memory and Retrieval Time, a concentration of DHA and EPA, both members of the omega-3 family, supporting neural path function and cardiovascular health for optimal mental concentration, awareness, focus, and agility. If you've got a mentally demanding career, you're a student crunching for the big test, or just want to maintain health for a sense of well-being, try SmartFX from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Longevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.